hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is my review for 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Ignore the clothes. I pulled some more clothes out that I am donating, and I just have not put them in the bag, but all of those clothes are going to donation. Yeah. So I was like, look, it's 2:30 in the morning, and I'm putting them in the bag before I go to work in the morning. So yeah, but just ignore that stuff right there. Anyway, so this is 90 Day Fiance before the 90 Days, Season 3, Episode 1. Okay, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, JayBird, da 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 da. Y'all know it's late outside, so I ain't trying to be too loud, but do not forget to also hit that like button, okay? Like it, like the video, because it does what? It helps YouTube spread our videos, okay? Follow me on social media and all that good stuff, and whatever. Have a great Monday, because y'all will get this on Monday. I'm starting to upload videos instead of like at 8 o'clock in the morning, at around between 10 and 11, because again, I have to be up to catch it when YouTube flags it, if it flags it, and because I'm still asleep at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm trying to, upload it at around 11 when I wake up, because that way, if it flags it, I can catch it before I lose out on revenue. So, I'm sorry that you guys, look, I have to get paid, okay? Unless y'all all want to send me $1, okay, every day, well, every day, not every day, but like once a week, then, leave me be. Anyway, because y'all know my CashApp and my PayPal down below in the description box. But let's get started on these PayPal, okay? So we have, this episode was not everyone. I think we had like 5 couples. This season looks to be interesting. We have a couple of people coming back. And so let's just see where the foolishness leads us. So first up, we have Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca, as you see, is 47 years old. She is from Georgia. She is a private investigator. Okay, she was out here with her friend in her little. It wasn't a PT Cruiser. A little mini coupe. Ride around, putting GPS devices on people's cars because she loves following people and catching cheaters and all that goodness. I'm like, girl, do you work with cheaters for Joy Greco? Look, there was a Joy Greco. But yeah, she's a whole PI. She has 3 adult children and some grandkids and whatnot. So she met, Zied, okay? Zied, that's how I think it's pronounced. And he is, he's 26, or at least he told her he was 26. She said he told me he was 26. And he lives in Tunisia. Again, y'all know I don't be pronouncing stuff the right way all the time. So, they have never met in person, okay, only via, video stuff over the phone and via text, okay? So, she said she met him because he popped up in someone you may know on Facebook. And I was like, how you know somebody from another country? I don't know that man. Look, people who click on the people and people you may know, y'all, it's crazy. I see people I do know and people you may know, and I still don't click on anything. Okay? So, she brings up how, let me show y'all what she's been doing. Because, again, she's 47, he's 26 or whatever. He know how old she is, but she still say every time she was sending pictures of herself, she uses a filter, okay? Because the filters make her look amazing. This is what she's been sending that man. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller for y'all so y'all can see the foolishness of the catfish that has been going on. So this is what she has been sending him as her. Okay? And let's just scoot this over a little bit. So this is who she's saying she is. Okay? You see that? Let's just bring it down. I just wanted y'all to see the foolishness of it all. Now look. This look like they can be mother and daughter, okay? This is a whole trick. This is foolery, okay? This is sorcery, if it asks me. And I'm not saying that she looks bad for her age in real life. What I'm saying is you have made yourself look about 20 years younger, and that ain't you. That's not you. That could be your daughter. That's not you. Not you at all. And again, she looks fine for her age. But girl, that is trickery. Okay, that is literally you talking to somebody online and they tell you they 20 and they show up and they 47. No, girl, no. And so she showed us how even when she was like talking to them through whatever little video app, how she would have it probably was like Snapchat or whatever, but had I'm like, that is a whole filter. That ain't your face. That ain't your face. Anyway, she brings up how now we do see her play like a video from him to her, and I'm like, I get those videos from guys all the time. Hello, baby, I love you so much, baby. I want to be with you, baby. You will be my only one, baby. No, sir. No, thank you. I'm good, love, enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Be blessed. So, no. Girl, you have to know that there will be people from other countries who will try to entice you to, want to be with them. No, I'm good. And I feel like they do that to older women and to ugly women and to plus size women. I'm just not a plus size girl. I'm cute, first of all. I have a plus size, but I don't need the attention from, no, I'm good, love, enjoy. She fed into it, but that's what it is. Anyway, but he looked like he could be a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It looked like a prison video, like somebody who in prison and you don't want them to know where you really be at or whatnot. And he looked like a little bit of a stalker. Like he may be like, "You're gonna be mine forever, whether you like it or not." And I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. So she's also been married 3 times. She's been married 3 times, and her last husband, she met via on Facebook, and he was from Morocco. So this is her second international relationship. Excuse me, she brings up how, she met him online on Facebook, and, she brought him to the country, got him here on visa, they got married, and then he was here maybe like 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months, I think she said, and she found out that he was cheating on her with multiple women here, and because she did not know him. So that situation ended horribly, as people keep talking about it, but talking around it, it was really, really bad. We don't want you to fall back into that trap. So girl, just don't do this. You talked to that one dude from Morocco, married him, did not work out. Now why are you talking to somebody else from another country who you have not met in real life? Again, they have not met in real life. Anyway, we see her talking to her friend who I guess they work together in the PI business, and she's like, "Have you ran a background check on him?" And Rebecca says, "Well, not yet. I've done as much as I can do here because I don't know how to run an international background check on someone." So the friend said, "Well, I'm gonna get all his information and we're gonna do a background check." But I feel like if you're a PI, can't you find out how to do an international one? Anyway, I feel like she don't want to. I feel like because of what happened last time, she like, you know what? Let me just play this out and see what happens. I don't want to be led astray and let down, but I don't want to be let down. So I'm just gonna ignore it as if nothing can go wrong. We see she meets up with her, like one of her daughters and son-in-laws or whatever, because no one agrees with what she's doing, because she's going to see him in his country. Okay, she's going to visit him for the first time in person, and they're like, "Girl, what are you doing? Like, for what? Because it doesn't make any sense. I don't do it." And she's like, "You know what? I've done it before. It didn't work, but I'm going to go do it again." And I said, mm, don't do this to yourself. The daughter brings up how she got carried away with the last ex and how things got really, really bad or whatever, and they feel like she's doing the same thing this time that she did last time. She met somebody, fell in love, "Oh, I love him and I want to be together," and she went over there and brought somebody back. Look, my thing is, in my life, I'm like, I'm only bringing one person back to the States if I was the person who did that. If I was her, I'm gonna give one person that opportunity, and if that person messes it up, I'm not doing it again. I feel like she should get flagged for bringing somebody else over here. Girl, I don't know about it. I don't know what's supposed to happen. So the son-in-law brings up how he feels like the guy could be using her. My charger is being stupid. He feels like she can be being used for money because they ask her like, well, "What does he do for money?" "Oh, well, he works in television. He makes sure." It was some real. He makes sure it's people in the studio audience or something weird. But she's like, "But this is off season, so he's not working right now." They're like, "See, how do we know that he's not using you for money?" A lot of people in these other countries will, come over here, or they'll befriend women to come to the country like your last person, but what it was. I don't know what I would do if I found out he was, tricking me. I just don't know what I would do. Girl, you can't cry if you don't know him yet. You can't. I feel like you should not cry over a man you've never touched or you've never met in person. I just don't get it. I could not be me. So we do see her say how they video chat a couple times a week, okay? And she said because of how she's older, and because she's always sending him these filtered pictures, she has to, get herself together before she video chats him. So I got myself a ring light with some bright lights and my angles, and it makes me look younger. I'm like, but he gonna see you in person, and he gonna say, where's your daughter? You got a daughter? Oh, it's you? Oh, you look different in person. And I'm like, I don't think that's a thing to do. But good lighting is something to make someone look younger. I have bad lighting. Like, I don't really work on lighting here. I be like, whatever. I have lights on, have lights off. I don't really care. But I look like me. I take so many pictures. It's like you can't be like, oh, she look different in person. No, I look just like me in person. I think people say I look shorter in person, but cause sometimes I look taller sometimes, but yeah, I think I look shorter in person. Anyway, so on the video call, he do bring up how he can't wait to see her and spend time with her, or we can spend all the time together we want. And she asked him like, "Oh, we gonna stay in the same? Like, are you gonna come like to my hotel?" He says, "Yes, of course I'm gonna come to your hotel." But because in their country you can't like have sex and be with a woman if you two are not married, so she's worried that his family may think less of her for coming over there in the first place, to even see him, and they're not married, and they may be in the same hotel. And like, oh no, don't worry about it or whatever. Like, just leave it be. We gonna have fun. We gonna spend time together. And she's gonna be there for 21 days, I think she said. So I'm like, girl, okay. So we then see her say how she has a secret to tell him that may ruin it all and may, cause him to break up with her. And I'm like, what's the secret? Well, come to find out, she's still married. Yep, the third husband who she met, who lived in Morocco, her and him are still legally married. Even though they are not together anymore, they've been broken up for a while. She said that she was kind of holding off on doing the divorce because things had ended so badly. But the ex has recently signed the paperwork, so she's just going down to the courthouse to file for divorce. So when she goes to see Zed in his country, she will still legally be a married woman. And in their culture, you cannot be with a married woman. And he don't know. I said, girl, you better get that shit done. Girl, great. We do. Nah, I think they three are gonna be interesting. Okay, to say the least. Now, next up, we have Caesar. Okay, Caesar is 46. Okay, you see he's from Jacksonville, North Carolina. Okay, so he says like, I have a stressful job. I have a stressful job. So before I go to work, I have to meditate. And he's sitting on his couch in his jacket and his sunglasses and his hat. I should have not his hat, his bike ride helmet. I should have got a picture of it, but I was like, I ain't got time. He bikes to work. Okay, he's like, and from the moment I get to work, it's just busy. It's just, oh my God, it's just busy, 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 stressful, stressful, stressful. So he is, he has been a nail technician for 15 years. And at first I was like, a nail tech. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with a man, but nail tech. I like male nail techs, at least for pedicures. Y'all know I do my own nails, so I don't get manicures, but I get pedicures because I love the foot spa, the little massage chair and the towels and the foot massage. So I like male nail techs who do the pedicures because I feel like some men are stronger than some women. So sometimes when you get a pedicure and they're doing the massage thing, they just are rough, not rougher, but it's a better massage sometimes when it's a man with man hands. So I like a male nail technician. I was like, I don't care. The dude, John across the thing, who do my pedicures is great. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so he said he became a nail technician. He learned from his ex-girlfriend. He said him and his ex-girlfriend were together for 13 years. Okay, he was with her for 13 years. She is who got him into the business of doing nails, and they broke up or whatever. He said he still loved doing nails. He still also wanted to still find love. Okay, and I said, okay. So he met 28-year-old Marie from the Ukraine. Okay, that's Marie. Now, I want to say this in the nicest way possible. I feel like Caesar is a bit, he's a bit special. Okay, just like maybe just gullible. He's a bit gullible. The way he's gullible. He seems gullible. Very friendly, very nice. seems like his coworkers can be like him, but he's gullible. I'm gonna say that's just to say the least. Okay. So again, Marie, 28, from the Ukraine or whatever, he met her on a website that literally connects American men to Ukraine women for a price. When he said that, I say, so you were just paying to meet women. Like, okay, I get that. He then brings up how he sent her flowers and a letter, and it cost him $450. I'm like, for what? For a flower and some girl. First of all, how much is the postage for the letter? Forget the flowers. Forget the flowers. Okay, how much is for the 400 and girl? And he says so the girls who the guys send things to or who tried to connect to the girls don't have to respond. He said, but she responded or whatever. And he said, it was special, like she was nice or whatever. I'm saying, she's my soulmate. We hit it off instantly. She calls me Big Daddy and she calls me her husband. I'm like, but do you see how she does it? And the crazy part was, he said, I hope, because they said, well, the producers asked him in the confessional, well, do you think she also sends other guys these same videos? Because the videos are so, hi, baby. Hi, my love. Hi, daddy. Hi. I'm like, oh, God. Hi, husband. But it's nothing that's personal. It's like she could be talking to anyone. And he said, well, I hope she doesn't do that to just anybody. They then said, well, do she ever send you a video and like uses your real name? And he was like, well, no, because she calls me, husband and baby, because she's on the website where people are paying to talk to her, and again, he's specially gullible. Okay, I'm gonna say that. Anyway, I'm just like, they have been dating for 5 years. Yes, 5 years. I don't know how many days that is, but it's a lot of years. He brings up that she's a receptionist, and she's been trying to get herself together financially, and they haven't met in person because he has to save up money to go visit her. He then says that because she's a receptionist and she's struggling with money, that he sends her money every month. He says, when I get paid, I send her money. I send her a part of my check. He says he sends her $800 a month. He sends a woman he does not know, who he has not met in person, $800 a month. And he says over the years he spent $40,000. Did you know how many pedicures and manicures and full sets and fill-ins and gel sets and all that stuff a person has to do to make $40,000 on top of whatever it costs him to sustain his own living situation? 40 grand? That's some people's salary for a year. You send her 40 grand in 5 years and you've never even met her. I don't even think they've like video chatted. I don't. I think it's just like phone conversation. It's the stupidest. He's specially gullible. I'm telling you, whatever. I'm like, Lord. So he's going to see her in a few weeks, but he brings up how he's penny pinching right now because, he sent her so much money, he has to save to go see her. So he's penny pinching. Now it's a sale on eggs. I'm like, you can't afford eggs. That's not on sale, man. I just can't do that. Anyway, he brings up how they're going to be meeting up, but they're going to meet up in Mexico. Um, but she lives in the Ukraine. Okay, I'm like, but he brings up how it's very expensive for them to go to Mexico because he would have to fly her to Mexico and him to Mexico. Whereas if he was going to visit her, it's just him flying to her and that's it. But he would have to pay for 2 plane tickets. This is stupid. It's stupid. And I'm like, I can't. It's so stupid. Anyway, excuse me. He brings up how, because he talks to her, and she says, because it's more expensive for us to go to Mexico than for us to go to the Ukraine. She says, well, it's cold in my country right now. Like I said, we can't really go anywhere because it's too cold here, and it's better for us to meet up somewhere tropical. Okay, we can be together, like, and Mexico is perfect. And he like, but it's expensive. I really can't afford it or whatever. But But he said, I'm going to figure it out because I'm your man and I love you and I'm going to see you. So I'm going to do, don't even worry about it. I'm like, she wasn't. She wasn't worried about it because you are especially gullible, Caesar. And I'm like, it's just the writing is on the wall. And he then brings up how he's a little bit worried because this is the fourth time, okay, the fourth time that they have intended to meet up, okay, and the other three times things have went wrong. He said one time it was somebody's passport, well, it was each time it was something or reason that she couldn't come for some reason, okay, so this is the fourth time about this. So she said, I know you'll figure it out, thank you, baby, or whatever. So, he like, since money's tight or whatever, um, let me figure out what I'm gonna do. Wait, what did Oh, no, because he said, I feel like the reason I have to go now, I have to make work because I feel like if I don't see her soon, she won't want to keep talking to me. I won't be able to hold her interest if we don't meet up. No, you are sending her $800 a month. She ain't going nowhere, bruh. No, she's going to continue to have phone conversations with you for the rest. If you told her that it took you another fact, if you told her it took you another 5 years to save up money to come see her, she would be there to talk to you over the phone as long as you're sending her $800 a month. Okay, you are probably paying her rent, and 800 in U.S. money is a whole lot, in my opinion, over in Ukraine. He just so gullible, Lord. I just can't, Oh, Lord. So he goes to his boss at the nail salon to ask him to borrow the money. And the boss like, why did you waste the money on her? But, you spent so much money on her. Like, why are you doing this? Like, look, I love her. I think she's special or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the boss, like, he's a great worker. He's a good friend of mine, too. But each time he's about to meet her, something that comes up, and I just don't want him to be hurt or whatever. He like, you know what? Because what if you go over there and it doesn't work? It's going to work. Like, we're going to be together. We're going to get married. It's going to be great. He said, look, I can't let you keep borrowing money, but I'll let you borrow the money because you really want to go. And if y'all get married, I will be your best man. The boss knows some bullshit. And the boss like, you know what? He'll come back and he'll still work here. And then he'll owe me some money. Because the boss know this. The boss know. Okay. She's using him for money. Okay. So we then see, so the boss let him borrow some money. This fool Caesar sends Jessica. Is her name Jessica? No, Marie. Sends her $2,000. The money he borrowed from his boss, he sent to her because he said, I trust her to buy her own plane ticket. I don't have to buy the plane ticket for her and send her the information. Nope, I'm going to send her cash and let her do it herself because I trust her. No, she asked you to do that, and you just, he's stupid. Ooh, that was dumb. He then called her, and she's like, "Oh, I can't go. I can't book my ticket just yet because the Russia has attacked Ukraine." I said, "Did they win? Did they? Are we sure?" And I said, "If someone says that, you can Google it." Because if Russia was attacking Ukraine, it will be on the news. But she was saying, like, have you seen the news? And he says, no, what's going on? She's like, we know Russia attacked us. But he didn't look it up. He didn't look it up. And she then said, I'll send you an article about it. And, because he was like, well, can you just fly out? Like, so you can't book any flights? And she's like, we know because of my president, it's hard. It may be hard for me to get back into the country. So I just can't book my flight. He said, well, do you still have the money? She's like, well, yeah. But, I can't meet you. And I'm like, no, what you should have said was, okay, send me the money back. And whenever you can fly out, I'll send you the money back. Because the money is for your flight. And the flight that he booked is not refundable. So he's like, she was like, I can't believe you only care about yourself, like you don't care about me. He's like, no. I want to see you, and I think it'll be safer for you to leave if they, invade your country. No, I can't believe you. He's like, look, don't worry about it. Just stay safe and be safe. Oh, be safe. Oh, that's good. Like, I'm like, what? She's flipping the script to make him feel like he's an asshole for even asking her, can she still leave? But no, she's tricking you. She's tricking you. And I'm going to say that right now. She's tricking you, tricking you. So, I think that was it. He like, I'm trying to stay positive or whatever, but I'm worried. And he was crying. Oh, Caesar, poor Caesar. He just doesn't get it. And I just can't wait to see what happens when he goes to Mexico and see if her ass even shows up. But it was a full on mess, okay? Full on mess. Next up, we have Avery. Avery, you see, is 19 years old from Columbus, Ohio. And, she has recently converted to Islam. Okay, she said about 6 months ago, I was a typical teenage girl or whatever, just a typical white girl, no tea, no shade. And but I felt like me being a typical person, it wasn't really for me, And I was with a friend or whatever, friend from work, and they were Muslim, and so her and said friend started talking or whatever about being a Muslim, about Islam, and she's like, I felt like it was for me, and so I converted. I'm like, oh, okay, if you say so. So she brings up how at that point in time she was on a dating website and she met Omar. Okay, she met Omar, whatever. He's 24, and Omar lives in Syria. Yes, yes, Syria. Okay, where there's a lot of war. And I'm like, girl. She brings up how his profile said that he lived in America, but by the time that she found out he did not live here, she'd already fell in love with him or whatever, and she was shocked when she found out. But it was too late then. No, it wasn't. It wasn't too late. I'm good, love, enjoy. Anyway, Omar asked her to marry him a month after they were talking on the phone or whatever. And he even mailed her an engagement ring that she said she picked out. And I'm like, this is just not good. I just no, no. It's just So she's like, I'm going to go see him, but because of all the war stuff, I can't go to Syria. So we're gonna meet in Lebanon. I'm like, girl, what is it? Girl, I cannot. So she lives with her mom or her parents, her 5 siblings, and her grandma, whatever. And she brings up how her mom was just like, one, her mom refuses to learn the language over there because the mom's gonna go with her to Lebanon because like, I'm not gonna let my daughter go to the other country by herself. Smart mom. So, but the mom refuses to learn any words in the native tongue. I know I don't have to learn it because I'm American. But you're going to Lebanon. You may want to learn at least the word with a bathroom at. Anyway, so her mom, like, what I'm saying, I just don't see what's going on with her. Like, out the blue, she just switched and converted. Like, it was like one day she was herself, and the following day she was Muslim. It happened that fast. She brings up how I'm just worried that she has not became she has not converted to Islam. She has not met this man who she wants to go marry or to go be with or go visit over this other country or whatever. And what if he's just trying to marry her or be with her to get into the United States? And I'm like, I don't think many people in Syria is getting like approval to come here. Just no tea, no shade. The brother brings up how, well, she always go through phases. He said one time, she said she was a vegetarian, but she kept sneaking burgers in her room. I say, girl, when the brother said she always doing stuff in phases. She was a vegetarian but kept sneaking burgers in her room. I cackled twice, okay, and kept finding and laughing about it. I see, girl. Anyway, she wants to go over there, and her mom, they're against it. Bottom line, they're against it. We do see her where she brings up how she want to go see like her friend who was like a Christian, and the Christian parents or whatever. There's a chit chat a little bit, so she go over there and kind of just says how, yeah, I'm going to go over there to Lebanon to meet him. And what y'all don't know is he proposed to me already, and we're going to get married, when I go there. Like, my mom and dad, but like, my family does not know when I go visit him in Lebanon, we're going to get married there. And they're like, what? You can't tell my parents. My mom does not. Don't tell my mom because she does not know, whatever. And then after we get married, I plan to move to Syria. And it was like, what? Are you serious? You dumb. And I'm like, she's dumb diddy a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Even the friend says, like, I've watched you crash and burn before, like, and I feel like you just crash, like you going on a little crash course because you making these out the blue decisions or whatever. So I was like, it's just kind of stupid. We then see, the parents of the friends like, well, you need to have an escape plan because if you're over there and things go wrong, like, you need to be sure that you know how to get to the embassy to get back to the States. The dad said, you're an American And if you're an American in Syria, you basically have a target on your back. So, you need to really think hard about it. Like, I don't think you're thinking this through or whatever. And the mom, like, I just think it's crazy. It's war over there. She then replied back and said, I think y'all are overreacting. I said, oh, Lord, this baby. When the girl said, I think y'all are overreacting, I said, okay, yeah, she young and dumb. She real young and dumb. Because you can't even Google what's going on in Syria to think, no, they're being dead. They're being cautious because it's true. It's foolish. It's craziness going on. Who moves to an active war zone? Avery does. Anyway, I just I just cannot. I'm just gonna skip. That's all it was for her and that man. Girl. I just cannot. It's just stupidity all up and through. And I'm like, you want to move to girl, not to Syria. Anyway, we then see Darcy. Darcy's back. I don't know why Darcy's back. I feel like Darcy is just go sit down somewhere. Darcy is 44 from Connecticut. I didn't even see Darcy on her season. I saw Darcy on the thing when her and the dude came. Was it before the 90? Ooh, it may have been before the 90 days again. I think she was on her last season. Girl, you move quick. So again, she's 44 from Connecticut. Her and the dude Jesse have broken up. Look, her and Jesse was a whole train wreck. Okay, I don't care. Look, if you have not watched Darcy and Jesse, I don't have time to go back through it because they was both batshit crazy as a couple, and I'm happy they are no longer together. You know what I'm saying? She has two daughters. Her and her twin sister still live together. They just bought a new house. She brings up how she never thought that she would be 44 years old and still, sharing space with her sister. But you don't have to. I mean, you could have easily got a place on your own with your two daughters, but I mean, it is what it is. So she met Tom. Tom is 30. I know he's. How old is Tom? Tom is 39, and he's from England, and he works in fashion, is what she said. I'm like, oh, he works in fashion. Okay. So she met him around the same time that she met, what's his name? Jesse. But, it's like me and him never met in person. It was just phone stuff or whatever. And once I got with Jesse, me and him was kind of, fell off or whatever. But when when her and Jesse was going through issues, he would reach out and like kind of be comforting to her and like, it'll be okay. He was saying, little nice things I should do. And when I go home, when I lay my head down, I think about, he ushered her. He ushered her. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? He made her want to be the one he was with, and now it happened. Anyway, she brings up how she just wants to have a positive relationship with somebody so that her kids can see her girl. Because it was just crazy. But she wants the kids to not be affected by anything going on in her relationship or whatever. So, she brings up her twin sister is also dating a guy from out of the country, and they have been engaged for 3 years. I'm like, so basically, y'all both are single ladies in America. Basically, I'm just like, talking about it's time for me to find love too. I don't get how you been engaged for 3 years to a man who don't live here. Because I feel like if you live here and he lives there and y'all not like together, like ever in like in like real time, like it's the same, it's the equivalent of dating somebody in prison. Because you only have a telephone relationship. You're dating a prisoner, basically, because they're prisoners of their own country. Anyway, we see them, like, getting little tucks and suction of the tummies and, Botox in the face because she said she wants to look young when she goes to meet, Tom for the first time. And I'm like, but after work, your faces look tight and pulled and lumpy, okay, from all the shorts. I think she looks fine regularly. All the surgery in her face is kind of crazy. Anyway, she keeps bringing up how her last situation was really, really bad, and she's happy to not be in that situation anymore, and she learned a lesson. However, we see her on the phone, well, not on the phone, like on FaceTime or whatever, talking to Tom, and she keeps bringing up, yeah, because, I love this ring you got me. It was some friendship thank you reminder type of ring or whatever, and when he posted on his social media, Jesse then came out and was like, oh, they're faking an engagement or whatever, just to act like, just to kind of spite me or whatever. And so Darcy's consistently bringing up how Jesse said this and he said that, and he's like, look, can we just stop talking about him so much. Oh, it's just sometimes I just don't even think about how much I bring him up. You talked about Jesse when we talked about Tom. She brings up how she wants to be with Tom and she wants to be the best with Tom and blah, 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 blah. But to me, nothing else mattered because, just stop talking about Jesse so much. And so, again, it's first episode, so, it seemed too much. But, I feel like Darcy has her own self-hating issues, and she keeps trying to think a man will fix how she feels about herself, and I don't know if it's gonna work. And lastly, we have Tim and the girl who he met. So Tim is 38. Yes, to me, he looks like the Joker. Okay, I feel like he's gonna say, "Why he's so serious?" And I'm gonna say, "Don't play with me, bruh. Don't play with me." Anyway, so yeah, Tim is 38. He's from North Carolina, and he says that image is really, really, really important to him. He says he has ugly duckling syndrome, meaning he was an ugly duck. He was ugly when he was a kid, and he says he's no longer ugly. His brows are too done up for me. It also makes him, reminds me of Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck. If you've never seen the movie Howard the Duck, then, go watch it. It's an old movie. Anyway, he says he has worked very hard to be successful, likable, and whatever. So he says he makes custom guns. Okay? And not the kind you shoot or whatever, but the kind of like art. So you would get them, and you wouldn't use them at all. They are like handmade, like fancy, like, oh, it looks so cute. Look at the little designs, and that stuff or whatnot. I'm like, okay, people do collect things as collectibles, so it was what it was. Anyway, so 38-year-old Tim has met 25-year-old Jennifer, who is from Colombia. She's a model. He says he loves Colombian women. Okay, he met her on a website that caters to men who like Colombian women. I'm looking like, oh, it's just nasty. He says, at first he thought that she was catfishing him because she was too pretty. He said, but then they started talking all the time, and he fell in love, and they video chat, all that stuff. So she's a real person. Now, she has a 1-year-old daughter. And he's like, I just love that she has a kid or whatever, because he also has a kid. Well, technically, his ex-fiance has a kid. Okay, when he met the ex-fiance, whatever, he says, I've been in the daughter's life since she was about 1. Me and her mom broke up 4 years ago. The daughter was 12, but he was in her life for like 8 years. So, for him, that's his daughter, and I get it. Now, he did not mention where the bio dad was. That doesn't really matter, but, in his eyes, that's his kid. So he says now, because him and ex broke up, he said at first it was really, really hard. We were like fighting over property and all this and that and whatnot. He like, but now we're fine. We're like best friends who used to be engaged. I don't know about that, but I guess it is what it is. Anyway, he says now they're like, again, like best friends who used to be engaged, and they just raised a kid together. He brings up how we do see the daughter, who says, my dad is not, he's a superhero, but I think he's kind of crazy and cuckoo for wanting to marry some girl in Colombia. Well, that's true. So, the ex brings up how, she does not think it's smart for him to date a model girl. I don't know, why would you want to go, marry somebody or be with somebody in Colombia or whatever. And, she isn't even a real model. She's an IG model. I'm like, oh, you a hater. You a whole hater. I should have got, wait, I do have her picture. Because it was a little family portrait of him, her, and the kid. But she's a whole hater. Okay. So that's the ex-fiance, and that's the kid. And of course that's him. I don't know where they at in this picture, but it's kind of weird. Anyway, so yeah, she's saying how, for her, she just doesn't get what he tried to do or whatever, and how would me and Chloe, that's the daughter's name, fit in your new life with this girl or whatever, because we should you even though we're not together anymore, like that. So I'm like, it was team too much for me, because I feel like she doesn't want him to move on. That's the weird part, you know what I'm saying? And he brings up how in the past she has interfered, and she'll do something like, say, like it's either us, like me, or our child, or the other person. So she would force him to choose, and of course he would have to choose a child. He like, I feel like I should be able to be a father to my daughter, but also have my own relationship, my own life. That's what we should be able to, bruh. Stop giving in. Stop giving in. So, And he brought up to it again because she's ruined past relationships. Now, girl, who name I can't, what's her name? Oh, Jennifer. I forgot to say on the screen. Jennifer does not like the fact that he's kind of close with his ex. Like, I don't get it or whatever. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then when he tells her, like, well, since I'm coming to see you, whatever, my ex is going to throw me like a going away party. What? Like your ex-fiance? He's like, yeah, like it's going to be like some friends or whatever. Like, it's like a going away party to, send me away to be with you. Okay, I'm going to come now. I'm going to be with you. She's like, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you keep hanging out with her or whatever. Like, if me and you will be together, like, you can't be, like, with her like that all the time. And he's like, it's just a party. Like, there's going to be other people there. And it's like telling me congratulations to be with you. She says, okay, fine. But I want you to send me pictures and videos of the whole time you're there. And I'm looking like, well, how should he just put his phone up on the counter instead of start playing? I was like, girl, I cannot. It's not gonna work. Something gonna have to give. And that was really it, because when she says like send me a video and photos, he says okay, it's fine, but it won't always be this way. And that's how the episode ended. So that was like the introductions to everyone who was on the code, and it's 41 minutes, Lord Jesus. But yeah, so next week we'll see what else happens. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have watched this whole thing through, I want you to tell me what I'm holding up. Okay, what is this? If you're listening to this, well, if you listen to it, I'll tell you what it is. If you're listening to this, it's a potato chip clipper. But the key is to put it in the comment section to where nobody else knows why you're putting in, potato chip clip. Just saying. Okay. Because what else? Oh, and this fork. So some kind of way you have to put it up to where you got to bring up a fork and a potato chip clip. Okay, just saying. If you watched it this long. Anyway, I'm done, y'all. Peace.